Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Evening, New Hampshire. Let's get started. Drivers urged to move over after trooper has close call with bus. State police are issuing a warning to drivers after a trooper's close call was caught on camera. Driver identified in fatal Greenland crash. Authorities have identified a driver who died in a crash in Greenland last week after her car hit a tree and burst into flames. Maine man charged in Conway home invasion. 2 men from Maine broke into robbed and a home in Conway, police said. I didn't mean to hurt nobody, says Route 128 chase suspect. The driver accused of high-speed chase on Route 128 said, I didn't mean to hurt nobody, as he was brought into Wrentham Court on Thursday. Needle exchange bill facing opposition in New Hampshire Senate. An effort to remove criminal potential for processing syringes with trace amount of illegal drugs is hitting a wall in New Hampshire Senate. No charges against New Hampshire trooper in skateboarder's death. A New Hampshire's court prosecutor said a state trooper will not face criminal charges for the death of a skateboarder in a crash last summer. New Super PAC backing Ashu congressional run. Republican Rich Ashu will be backed in his run for the 1st District U.S. House seat by a new independent expediter committee headed by some familiar and high-powered national and Granite State players. Manchester police seek 3 men who attacked robbed man. 3 men, 1 armed with a gun, stole an amount of cash from another man, according to police. Inmate testifies in trial of former deputy accused of sexually assault. Prosecutors said Wednesday that a former sheriff's deputy accused of sexually assaulting an inmate on the way to prison took advantage of his authority. Ex-school principal among 3 arrested in Canaan possession string. Police say a former principal of a New Hampshire elementary school was one of 3 men who solicited undercover officers for sex. Man displaced, cat killed in Lisbon house fire. 1 man was displaced and cat was killed Wednesday in a house fire in Lisbon. Community leader activists to hold climate change rally in Exeter. Community leaders and activists will gather in Exeter in celebration of international and local action to meet the challenge of climate change. Farmington says Trump campaign hasn't paid police overtime costs from rally. Donald Trump rose to fame on the art of deal, and now the town of Farmington is taking a package out of his book, striking a hard bargain over security costs from Trump's primary season visit. Trump signals he's open to soliciting big donations. Donald Trump has largely self-funded his campaign because he's running as an individual in the Republican presidential primary, but as the party's standard bar atop the GOP ticket, he may be open to accepting contributions from big donors, according to his convention manager, Paul Manafort. Suspect shot after bomb threat promotes evacuation of Baltimore TV news station. A man dressed in an animal costume was shot by police sniper when a man refused to surrender after reportedly making a bomb threat at a Baltimore TV station today, authorities said. And now let's go to meteorologist Tim Breslin with the weather for tonight. Good evening, Tim.
Good evening, Riley. Good evening, everyone. Tonight in Concord, New Hampshire, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Light and variable winds. Scope in the lower 23 degrees. Now let's check our temperatures in New Hampshire. In Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 50 degrees. Nashua, New Hampshire, 57 degrees. Concord, New Hampshire, 56 degrees. Manchester, New Hampshire, 58 degrees. And here's a live look on radar right now. Looks like New Hampshire's all clear. Here's your 7-day forecast. It looks like it's going to be in the 50s and 60s all week long. And that does it for your weather for New Hampshire. Now, back over to Riley King. Good night, everyone.
Okay, that was Tim with the weather, and he is bringing us wonderful, warm weather. I love it. And that does it for Good Evening, New Hampshire. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.